Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do a video that I've seen going around a lot. My 5 favorite products from my 5 favorite brands. I've seen a couple of people do this one. Specifically, I think I saw Michele Wang, Cate the Great Beauty did it. So yeah, I'll definitely have theirs linked down below. But in the meantime, if you like my content, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first brand that I want to talk about is Chanel. I am a longtime Chanel lover, and there's so many products that I love by them. My first product is this quad. It's the number 226. I'm gonna completely botch the pronunciation, but I think it's Tisci Rivoli. Sorry, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But this is it. It's absolutely beautiful. I just heard the Everyday Edit talk about it the other day, just how versatile it is. The shadows, it's a baked formula, and this is actually one of the older ones, but I've had it for a long time and the quality is still amazing. I just love that you can kind of do like an everyday look with it, as well as kind of take this shade right here and smoke it out for nighttime. But the shades basically blend themselves and they're just absolutely stunning. I have a few other Chanel quads as well, but this one by far is my favorite. So my second product from Chanel, and if you see me looking down, that's because I have all of these products right here in front of me. My second favorite, unfortunately, it's discontinued. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is this blush number 370 in the shade Elegance. Y'all, this blush, I was looking when I bought it to get the Jersey shade, but they didn't have it. So, you know, the lady at my Chanel counter was like, this one's pretty similar, you should try it. And oh my God, I'm so glad that I did. It's the most beautiful peachy, but kind of neutral brown on my skin. It's got like the slightest shimmer in it, but you don't really see it when it's on your face. And I think when I'm doing like warm looks, this is just one of my favorite blushes. You kind of see it's got a little, maybe you can, but I can see that it's got a little dent in it, which is very rare for me because I have so much makeup. My third product from Chanel, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about these anymore, but it is the La Rouge Crayon de Couleur. It's a jumbo long wear lip crayon. I have a few of them, but my favorite is in the shade number 9, Beige Rose. And these are just so pretty. They're very glossy. They're not, I think they came out with a matte version, but these are the glossy ones. And they're extremely hydrating. The colors are beautiful. They're long lasting. They kind of leave a stain on my lips. I would put it on, but I have another lip product on right now, which I'll be talking about in a little bit. But these are just really nice. I have like 4 or 5 of them. It's a little twist up if you didn't see me doing that. It's a little twist up top. They don't have to be sharpened or anything, and they're just so juicy and nice. So yeah, moving on. Is another lip product, and it's the Rouge Coco in number 434 Mademoiselle. I've heard so many people talk about this. I've used so much of it. It's so beautiful. It's the most pretty, natural, my lips but better kind of shade. It's one of the first lipsticks, y'all, that I actually like really fell in love with and made me fall in love with Chanel. Look, it's just the typical Chanel formula, really creamy, really beautiful, and really long lasting. Both of these, this one and the last one, they do have the typical like rose Chanel kind of scent. It doesn't bother me. I actually kind of like it. So if you're sensitive to those types of things, maybe just keep that in mind. But that's pretty much with all Chanel products. And last but not least from Chanel, this is kind of a random one, but it's their eyeliner, the Stilo U Waterproof, and I have it in Noir Intense. This is my favorite black eyeliner. It's kind of thin, a thin tip, as you can see. It's so long lasting, y'all. I have to scrub to get it off, which maybe isn't the best thing in the world, but I really do love it. This is my second one of these, and like I said, it's waterproof, it lasts all day, and it's super black, and you just need like the tiniest little bit, and then just kind of smudge it into your lash line, and it's beautiful. So that's all of my products from Chanel. So my next favorite brand is Charlotte Tilbury. Now, this was a tough one. I mean, who am I kidding? All of these were tough, but I love Charlotte Tilbury. But I'd have to say, if we're going for most used and most repurchased and most loved, it has to be this Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I use the shade One Fair. Obviously, I love it. This is probably like my fourth or fifth one of these. This is the powder that made me fall in love with powder. I wasn't a powder person before I found this. I know I talk a lot about my Chantecaille Perfect Blur powder, which honestly, that's my holy grail. But this one is fantastic. It's just a little bit more matte and it provides a little bit more coverage. So if that's something that you're looking for, which some days that is kind of what I want, and I always go to this one. So if that's what you're looking for, then I highly recommend this. It's fabulous. My second favorite from Charlotte Tilbury is this Exaggerize palette. Now, as you can see, this one is well loved. It's got like, you know, this topper shade, the Celestial shade. It's like a taupey color, and sometimes I'll just go in like with these two, honestly, and it creates the most natural, just quick, everyday look. I know she's got a lot of quads, but this one is definitely my favorite. Third product is another one that we hear a lot about, and it's the Eyes to Mesmerize cream eyeshadow. I think it's called Oyster Pearl now. In fact, I know it is, but the one that I have, again, it's kind of old, but it's in the shade Oyster Pearl or Marie Antoinette. Again, it's well loved. I know you all have heard about this. It's a cult classic. You can sheer it out on your eyes, you can build it up on your eyes, and I feel like it just looks good on like very fair skin tones and very deep skin tones to just create a very natural, easy, quick, everyday look. Another from Charlotte Tilbury that I know is a cult classic is the Pillow Talk liner. I love the lipstick too, but I have another lipstick that I like more from her. And my favorite lipstick from her, my last product, is this lipstick in JK Magic. Now, y'all, I know I'm new on here. I'm a Harry Potter fanatic, okay? Like, you'll learn. Harry Potter and Disney is life, okay? So when I saw that she was coming out with this shade, I was like, I don't even care. I don't care what color it is. It's JK Rowling. Like, I'm getting it. It's Harry Potter, basically. But I ended up really loving the shade. It's this beautiful, like, neutral pinky kind of shade, and I mean the packaging with all the little stars, oh my god, it makes me so nostalgic. It turns up more peachy on me. Not quite as peach as what I'm wearing. It's more of like a warm peach rather than like a cool pinky peach, but I really do love it. It's just so easy to put on. It's so creamy. This is not her matte formula. This is her more creamy, hydrating formula, but I love it. It's my absolute favorite from her. So my next favorite brand is Tom Ford. She's Spency. My number one favorite product from Tom Ford is the Shade and Illuminate foundation. Now I wear it in the shade 0.5 Porcelain. This was my first holy grail foundation. Y'all, it's so expensive, but I just feel like it's worth every damn penny. It's long lasting and it's dewy, but at the same time, it's so natural. It's the perfect shade for me. It lasts all day. Sometimes I don't even have to set it and it lasts all day. It has the Tom Ford scent. Keep that in mind. It was very hard for me to pick in my holy grails between this and the Chantecaille Future Skin, but as you know, if you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. And shameless plug, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at beautybykaylak. I would love for you to come on over and say hi. But over there I talk so much about my Chantecaille Future Skin, but it was a tough decision. It's a beautiful, beautiful foundation, and I mean the magnetic packaging, fantastic. My second favorite from Tom Ford is the Shade and Illuminate sculpting palette. Okay, don't judge me. It's kind of gross, but I have it in the shade also in 0.5. I tried to clean it, but it's still kind of gross. This is my favorite cream contour slash bronzer. Cream, I said. Keep that in mind. The 0.5 is just perfect for my skin tone. You can use it with a sponge, you can use it with a brush, and for pale skin, the 0.5 shade is perfection. It's so nice. You can sheer it out, you can build it up, but yet it still looks so natural. So yeah, that's my second favorite product from Tom Ford. My third, this Fiber Brow Gel. I have it in the shade 02 Taupe. It's fantastic. I talk about it a lot. It's basically all I use in my brows. It's not crunchy. It's just the perfect amount of texture to hold my brows all day. They don't move. It doesn't look too heavy or cakey. And it's pretty much all I use in my brows. I had to fill this one in a little bit today because I got a little tweezer happy. Yeah, so I had to use a little bit of pencil in this one today, but otherwise, this is pretty much all I use. Next is another cult classic, their Eye Quad in Nude Dip. The shadows can be used wet or dry. Any one of these, honestly, can be used as like a one and done kind of shade, whether you use it dry or wet. And oh God, it's just so beautiful. And last from Tom Ford is their lipstick in 07 Pink Dusk. It's so pretty. It's one of the most perfect pinky nudes for my skin tone. If you haven't tried a Tom Ford lipstick, honey, let me tell you, you are missing out. They're, once again, very expensive, but they're fantastic. So that's my Tom Ford favorites. Okay, so my next favorite brand, he has only sort of recently come out with makeup, but he was first known for his brushes, and now he has his own makeup line, and that is the wonderful, amazing Wang Goss. We love him here on my channel. He's fantastic. So my first favorite is, and once again, I know I've talked about this extensively. It's like all I've been using since I've gotten it, is the Radiance Boosting Face Palette in light gold. The most perfect contour and bronzer shade for translucent skin such as my own that you will ever find. You can already see it's very well loved. It's filthy. I'm so sorry. It's so gross, but it's fantastic. Secondly is his Luxury Eye Palette in Imperial Topaz. These are just the most beautiful, neutral, everyday, warm and cool shades. Pans, I don't know if you can tell, but like just by me putting my finger by them, the pans are huge. So like this is gonna last you forever. And I have really, really, really loved this palette. Is beautiful. His eyeliner, I have it in the shade Precious Opal. Washes off without having to scrub it, but yet it stays all day. And it's just fantastic, and I highly recommend it. Okay, so this is where I kind of cheated. It's his lip products. So my favorite is, ew, there's a hair. Is his lip pencil in Natural Berry. I use it so much, y'all. It's so pretty. It's the most beautiful neutral pink for, again, my pale skin. I'll go ahead and swatch it on my hand so y'all can see what it looks like. See what I mean? It's just so, so pretty. It's not too cool. It's not too warm. It's just perfect. And then his gloss, fantastic. It's got the slightest little bit of mintiness to it, which I love because I don't like anything too minty, but this is like the perfect amount. And again, it's the most beautiful pinky nude shade. It can be worn on its own. It can be worn over lipstick. It can be worn over his liner or any liner, but there's the gloss. So pretty, so pretty. Like I said, I cheated. His lipstick as well. This is the shade Magnolia. I have a couple other shades, but once again, y'all will come to know I have a type, and it's one of those beautiful pinky peach kind of colors. And it just is, it's kind of similar to what I have on right now, even though it's not what I have on right now. But it's just so beautiful. So we have the lipstick in Magnolia, the gloss in Cherry Blossom, and then the liner in Natural Berry. Okay, y'all. So last but certainly not least is CHANTECAILLE. I haven't found a product that I don't like from CHANTECAILLE, so this was really, really, really hard, but I think I narrowed it down, I think. And this isn't talking about skincare, this is just makeup, because if I talked about skincare, there's no way I could narrow it down because it's so good. I tried. This is the ones that I reach for the most, so I'm just gonna say that they're my top 5, even though the brand as a whole is just, it's my favorite. Who are we kidding? It's my favorite. I talked about it already in this video. I talk about it all the time, but it's the Future Skin Cushion Foundation. I wear it in the shade Aura. It's the most beautiful, sheer but buildable foundation. It's not too dewy, it's not too matte. It just looks like skin. And that's what I want in a foundation, don't we all? If you don't though, some people like super dewy and super glassy, and that's great. And some people like completely matte, and that's great too. But I personally want something that just looks like skin, and this does it for me, y'all. And then secondly, no surprise here, is my Perfect Blur finishing powder. This is the new packaging, which I have yet to touch it. I'm still using my Hummingbird one, but I just don't want to mess it up because it's so beautiful. But look at the little, how it's raised, these little flowers, these little textured flowers. Okay, but we're not talking about the packaging. I digress. The powder's fantastic, y'all. It sets your makeup and it just leaves the most beautiful natural finish. I love these two together. Just blurs away all of your imperfections. This combo is fantastic, and I probably won't ever shut up about it. I'm sorry. And then my beloved Butterfly Quad. Y'all, I bought a backup of this, so I have 2 of them. It's insane. It's stunning. You can see I've already used a lot of it up. You can go in with any one of these shades for a one and done eyeshadow look. You can go in with one of these shades and top it with this multi-chrome. It's just so simple, so quick. The shadows, they almost feel wet because they're so creamy and so nice. And again, I bought a backup. I've never really done that before, but with this and the setting powder, the finishing powder, I have backups, y'all. It's that good. I don't ever want to run out. I don't. I also have backups of this next product. So that is the CHANTECAILLE Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. Y'all, I heard Teresa's Dead talk about this, and I messaged her and I'm like, okay, which one is it? And she was like, girl, it's the expensive one. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And now I have this one with 2 backups. So yeah, I'm not a scientist, but I do know that it's got special peptides and something in it to like nourish and condition your lashes. It's not super dramatic, it's not super volumizing, it's not super lengthening, but it's just enough of everything to create the most beautiful, natural looking lashes. It's what I'm wearing today. And last but not least is what I'm wearing on my lips. It is the Lip Chic in Peach Blossom from their Butterfly collection. Again, I have a type, but these peachy pinks are just chef's kiss perfection. I love this one. I mean, I just love their Lip Chic formula in general. So pretty. It's such a pinky, peachy, but like to the point where it doesn't like wash my face out, because sometimes something can be too light and too pink, too light pink and too light of a peach where it'll kind of wash me out. But this one is just that perfect combination of both that looks good on my pale visage. Okay, y'all, so that is my, damn, that was a lot of products. I'm looking at them. That was my 5 favorite products from my 5 favorite brands. Don't get me wrong, each one of these brands has so many more products that I love. There's so many more brands that I love, so this was really, really hard for me, but I narrowed it down as best I could, and these are where they're at. I really love luxury makeup and high-end makeup, so that's where we're at. So yeah, thank you for watching. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe and to follow me on Instagram at beautybykaylak and comment below. I love to chat. So I will talk to you soon and I will see y'all later. Bye.